Making games sure is hard, and there are a ton of jam games that don't get the love they deserve. Today I want to shine a spotlight on some of the best jam games I played this last year. These games were all made in a short period of time, usually no longer than a week, and are completely free to play. You can check them out in the links in the description. So here's a few of my picks for some of the 2021 best jam games that you probably didn't play, but are absolutely worth your time. "7-Second Haircuts" works best as what it is, a jam game. You have 7 seconds to trim off each customer's hair to be the right style, and eventually you even get the ability to dye the hair. The art is fun and zany, and overall it's just a really silly 10-minute experience.
Yeah.
Forgotten by Gizmo is an example of a jam game that could easily sell $10 to $15 with a few more bosses thrown in. If you've ever played Titan Souls, you know what to expect. But the game boils down to figuring out how to kill each boss before they kill you in one hit. There's so many cool effects and shaders and some really solid gameplay. This won the GMC and it was well deserved, though the runner-up was worth talking about as well. Just look at the artwork on display here. Pixelated Hammer Raccoon is a team made up of some really competent and talented GMS2 users, and you really see what they're capable of here. This one for me deserves a mention because of the fantastic visuals and a really fun opening cutscene and a great boss fight to close out the game, even if the main game portion might be just a bit too long. Here's by far the silliest entry on the list. It's not even a really good game, but boy is it fun to look at. This version of the song from the 2001 Space Odyssey played just terribly. Combined with the gorilla doing front flips and evolving into something else, I don't know man, this game just gets my sense of humor. I love it. While not really part of a jam, it was an entry for the Thinky calendar where each day there was a puzzle to be solved created by members of the Discord. The goal is to make each star sit on top of a tree, and the stars will destroy trees around them if they don't already have a star. While it might not look like much, this is one of the thinkiest, trickiest single-screen puzzles I have ever played. While a good puzzle typically has a twist that gives you the famous aha moment, this one has about 8 of them. You can even play this on your phone if you like. Just some genius puzzle making. Speaking of genius puzzles, here's a game full of them. On top of a unique mechanic of growing your character in different shapes to complete a sokoban-like puzzle, it also has some of the most challenging puzzles I've ever played. I ended up spending an hour and a half beating his 12-level jam version, and that was after giving up on the final level. Fartfish is actually turning this one into a full game on Steam that you can wishlist now. I'll make sure to have that link in the description as well. I'm also writing the soundtrack for this one, and it's turning out real nice. Check out this new trailer he just dropped, and be sure to have the volume up. This was a standout at Bin Jam this year. While initially it just looks like your typical run and gun, it quickly becomes clear how much work went into this. There's a constantly evolving boss that follows you through the level, with sections of running, skydiving, and even a final showdown with the boss with a fully upgraded BFG, Big Fluff Gun. This one you may have heard of since it placed 5th in the GMTK Jam. I didn't compete in GMTK, so this was new to me when I found it after I worked on a different game with one of the creators, Kira. The mechanic of shifting the levels around is just a blast to play around with, and the art and music are really great. This was my personal favorite of all the games at VidJam 2. It's just so wholesome and fun to take photos of all the cute creatures. The art style is great and unique, and it tells a story that really is just fun and heartwarming. I'm a huge fan of wholesome and non-violent games, and it's rare to see someone put so much effort into a fun story for a jam. I could really get lost in this game for hours if it were ever expanded. Well, thanks for watching my video. I play so many incredible games at jams throughout the year that ultimately get forgotten. I thought it would be fun to shine a light on some of my favorites. Let me know in the comments what you think about this new style of video, or if you played any standout games this year. Don't forget to like or dislike, share, subscribe, ring the bell, and anything else your heart desires. You can also find me on Twitter, where I'm now fairly active, promoting my new game, Seth Slide 'em Up 2.0, which I should be making a devlog about soon. Have a great weekend, everyone.